Помогите. A friend of mine back in 2006, he was like, you gotta come to Russia. Like, it's a crazy, like, the girls are amazing, the parties are amazing, you just gotta come. And I was like, dude, I'm not coming to communist Russia. I hung up the phone. It's probably the best thing that I've ever done. I found my wife. It's amazing. Maybe we'll make another video if you write in the comments. Want to hear more stories? Let me know. I married a Russian woman, but we'll get to that later. You're gonna have to cut this out. What's up, everybody? My name is Steve, and I'm originally from New York, and I live here in Moscow, Russia. I've been living here since 2012. It's now 2021 at the time of this recording, and I'm here to help my boy Ralf out with some of your questions about living and working here in Russia. I haven't lived anywhere else in Russia, so all my answers are pretty much going to be based on my experiences here in Moscow. So why don't we jump in and get it started? So basically two major challenges. I didn't know the language. I knew like da, niet, spasibo, do svidaniya. That was it. So learn the language, guys. It's gonna really take you pretty far, and it doesn't take a lot to, make a Russian happy. If you know a couple phrases, and we're not talking about carrying a conversation here, right? I lived in Germany, and it's almost like you could never please the people that I met. They were like, when are you gonna learn more German? It was crazy. Anyway, so learn the language. The second struggle I faced is traffic. So public transport is gonna be your number one bet. Get yourself a Metro card, and this is a Troika. And if you guys get one of these, it looks like that on the back, right? It's gonna save you guys a lot of money and a lot of grief getting around Moscow. You can use this thing on just about everything inside Moscow territory. For 1 month, unlimited service, you're looking at about 2,300 rubles. I mean, call it 40 bucks, $45 for a month of unlimited service. It's nuts. Get it. Also, get yourself a SIM card. Maybe make some friends if you don't have a visa yet. Like a work visa. I don't know what the rules are about getting SIM cards. I've totally forgotten by now. But get yourself a SIM card. And the other thing that was a little bit of a struggle is just the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy of doing things here in Russia. Everything is a paper. Everything is a stamp. It's pretty nuts. You got to get used to it. Everything is a queue. One phrase that you might want to learn while you're here in Russia is "Kto последний?" Kto последний means who's last, and it's kind of a phrase that you'll have to have like in your hip pocket, right? When you go places, if you have to line up in line, "Kto последний" will really help you out. Learn the language, be open-minded, be really flexible, be really forgiving. I was driving to IKEA a couple weeks ago, and I saw on a truck, basically I'll just translate what it said. It said, I saw, I forgave, and I let them pass, right? So, people want to be first. It's like a land of like me, me, me. Probably a lot like Los Angeles or New York, or maybe any other big city. People are trying to cram their car in front of you. That's kind of the mentality. If they're trying to jump in front of you, just, take it easy. We know we have our own morals and everything, but, hey, life is cool, man. Just chill out. That's pretty much my advice. If you're working off a budget, come with like maybe $2,000, $3,000 max. That'll pretty much set you up for like all the things that you'll need to really get you started. Whether you have to buy stuff or get a flat or something like that. That's really going to be a nice buffer for you. Of course, you can come here with nothing and just throw caution to the wind. See what happens. I know people that have done that. Come with a job, come without a job. It's up to you. I prefer to come with a job. That's how I came here. Things were just a little easier. Some of the cities that I've been to are Sergei Posad, Vladimir, and very close to Vladimir is Suzdal. It's got a lot of nice, cute churches. And I've also been to Kolomna. Kolomna is really cool. They're very famous for this pastela. It's like natural fruit kind of cake type stuff. It's weird, but it's cool. It's tasty. And that's about it. But there's one city that I have been to that I really love, and that's St. Petersburg. So getting to St. Petersburg is really easy. You can take a very fast train that'll get you there in about 4 hours. Super cool, highly recommend it. You can do weekend trips to St. Petersburg. It really is actually close with the bullet train. Those are my cities. I haven't been to a lot. I really wish I'd been to more. I know people that have been to tons of them. And yeah. When it comes to Russian dishes, you definitely, listen up, here it is. So you have these thin pancakes, right? Like the French have, right? They're called crepes. but here in Russia they're called blini, blinchi. Really yummy. You can throw whatever you want on them. You can eat them plain. You can eat them with sour cream or smetana. There's a wide range of different things that you can put in it. Definitely top, good breakfast item. Then you have sirniki. Sirniki is like cottage cheese, like $half sized, very thick pancake, but it's awesome. I never thought I would eat cottage cheese in a pan that's been baked or cooked. Really good. Also good with jellies, jams, smetana or sour cream. So another breakfast item, really nice. What else do we have? We've got pelmeni. Pelmeni is like Russian ravioli. They're so cool. There's a good restaurant that makes them right in front of you. It's called Nepim Vadam. You gotta check them out. What else do we have? Borscht, solyanka. We go to the soups. You have your caviar, red caviar, black caviar. I've never tried the black caviar. It's too expensive for me, but I heard it's pretty good. Oh, you know what's actually, I never ate this stuff like raw before coming to Russia, but it's salmon. Smoked salmon that's still kind of raw. It's amazing. I don't know where I've been, like, why I've never tried salmon like this way before. Really, really good. Maybe it's just I had to get older. So that's the wrap up. I love them all. Oh, I left out two different dishes. Vareniki. Vareniki is another like kind of pasta dish. They look like half shells and they're filled with a wide range of different things, right? So vareniki, you definitely got to try that. And the other one is like this cake looking thing. It looks purple on the top, but it's called silotka pod shuba. So what it means is like herring under a fur coat. It's Russia. Also a very interesting dish. You should try it. I don't really have a favorite, but if I had to say a favorite, it would be vareniki and pelmeni. I married a Russian woman, but we'll get to that later. You just gotta take it easy, guys. Gotta take it easy. Try not to compare how things are done from where you're from and how things are done here. It's just gonna cause headaches. We aren't gonna change the system, so just roll with it and, you know, you'll be okay. Promise. There were a few things. You know, when you're on the highway, you have like that emergency lane that's on the right, like when cars break down, they go over there. Yeah, people use that as an actual driving lane. So that kind of like really pissed me off. And I was just amazed at how rude people are when they drive. And then, you know, of course, you know, everywhere else, just the manners kind of go out the window. If you're in a food court in a mall, people just leave their garbage on tables because they have like people that walk around and pick the stuff up. I think I've done it once and I felt really bad, so I just don't do it. I just clean up after myself. I just hope that like some people see it that normally wouldn't clean up and it makes them think, but I don't know. Again, you can't change the system. Right? So just chill out, relax. So those were some of the things that just really surprising, just how rude people are. But it doesn't mean that Russian people are rude, so don't get confused. It's just some things that I've experienced. So I don't know if it's a Russian experience, but I was doing kind of like YouTube clip for this YouTube channel. I was with two other foreigners and we drank semagon. What? What is semagon? Semagon is Russian Everclear. It's like twice as harsh as vodka or 3 times as harsh as vodka. We had a great time. I think we drank, between 3 people, we drank an entire bottle of semagon. I can't tell you the after effects. It was insane. But, you know, we talked about some traditions that we've experienced and we had a good time, and yeah, so I had that. I've been to Russian banya. That was pretty cool. Shashlik, which is basically like barbecuing here in Russia, going to a park with friends and bringing a volleyball and a net, you know, playing games and hanging out, drinking and eating and dancing and talking and music. Yeah, it's, you know, barbecuing. It's cool. I've been to a couple of the beaches that are on the Moscow River. That's cool too. And nightclubbing. It's tons of nightclubs. I don't know what the situation is now with COVID, but come on over. So the Red Hot Chili Peppers came to Moscow, and my friend and I, we got tickets. We get to the metro stop, and I brought beer. I didn't tell him until we got out of metro, and I was like, "Yo, we got some beer." And he's like, "No, like there's police everywhere, and they'll send us to jail or they'll give us a fine." I'm like, "Come on, like what are we gonna do?" So we got caught. I think it was because I was a foreigner that they let us go. They were serious, and it was pretty nuts. They were about to put us in the paddy wagon, but the American to the rescue. It's pretty funny. I've gotten like stopped by police a couple times, you know, asking for my papers and whatnot. So, you know, there's that. And, but I can't say I've actually ever gotten in trouble with anybody. I've never gotten into a fight. There's some angry people here. But there's also a lot of nice people here too. So it's all about your personal experience and how you want to see the reality. Because if you come with a negative attitude, you're probably going to experience some negative things. And if you come with a positive attitude, hey, if some bad things happen, at least you came with a positive attitude. The final words about coming to Russia. Dude, guys, girls, whoever's watching this, you just come. I'll tell you this. A friend of mine back in 2006, he was like, you gotta come to Russia. Like, it's a crazy, like, the girls are amazing, the parties are amazing, you just gotta come. And I was like, dude, I'm not coming to communist Russia. I hung up the phone. I'm like, not coming. It's probably the best thing that I've ever done. I found my wife, like, it's amazing. Like, I mean, full stop. So, you know, there's so many great things. I don't think I'll ever see everything in Moscow. I've lived in New York City or outside of New York City for 22 years and I never saw everything. So there's always something to do, always something to see. And I gotta be honest, guys, if you're from a big city in America or just in a big city in general, I guarantee you Moscow is going to amaze you at some point because Moscow is growing at a phenomenal rate. Beautiful buildings are popping up every month. There's always something to do. There's big events, there's small events, there's something for everybody. Living is relatively cheap on a foreign salary, so you got room to save money, you got room to live a good life. So what do you have to lose? You know, you come over here, you have an experience, you have a great time. I can't wait to have a drink with you guys when you come. You know, if you guys got any questions, I'm sure Ralf will put my contact info at the bottom. Hit us up, let us know. I've got the Get Up and Get Out podcast. Check us out on iTunes and all the other places that you can find podcasts. And looking forward to see you guys here in Russia very soon. Back to you, Ralf. Peace. Watch out for the little bones in there. It's all about your personal experience and how you want to see the reality. Because if you come with a negative attitude, you're probably going to experience some negative things. And if you come with a positive attitude, hey, if some bad things happen, at least you came with a positive attitude.